Got work to do. Um, uh, there are no dead people in heaven or hell. Okay. Um, uh, when you see a page in a book and you see um, a human being knows if they're an angel or if they're a demon, or you can't reverse your demonic behavior by saying, I wish to be an angel in the last 12 months of my life. And then, oh, he repented and he went to heaven. Okay. Let the dead bury the dead. Life's eternal and grace is infinite. The soul shares memories with different temples, molecular structures throughout time. This is a scientific fact and it's not fiction. Scientists have known it for years. Okay. Throughout the world. Why do you think they manipulate to be in positions of wealth and power? Okay. It's because it's insane. Okay. You forgive debt and trespass, you love one another, eternal, faithful peace. All right. The continuation of life through holy covenants, through forming temples, through loving unions. Okay. We'll know heaven on earth eternally, right? As it is in heaven, so shall it be on earth, right? Now, if a heavenly life is denied on earth, we're all stuck in hell, regardless if we're hiding somewhere, pretending to live righteous lives. Okay. You can't go hide from the world. You can't go hide from other human beings. You can't go 7 years in Tibet. You can't go off on an island and be Marlon Brando and kill yourself with ice cream because you're no longer having sex with Rita Moreno, right? It's not feasible. Like Judy Krishnamurti discussed, we're a global unity movement. When you have a newscast and a man at Columbia University has been using his position as a doctor, physician for women's sexual reproduction, and he sexually abuses them. When this is a manipulative, monetary-based matter. And you guys want to hear about it and see it and feel it. Okay. To commit the sin in the mind is same to commit the sin in the flesh. Okay. Eliminate the monetary-based interaction. Share, care, give in accordance, need, built to last. Okay. If it's happened, okay, make sure it stops and let's not share it anymore. You can say it can and does happen. But that's going to be very rare when we eliminate monetary-based irrationality. When something's wrong, we just have somebody, hey, this person knows, take a look at it. Let's see what's okay and let's see what we can do to help fix it. Okay. That's what you do. And most people have these issues and problems because of monetary-based stress and competition that cause problems in their bodies, which affects their sexually reproductive organs, right? I'm way more intelligent than assholes that use money and technology to manipulate the masses and feel like they're fixing everything. Okay, and this is happening real rapidly right now, and they're still involved in genocidal operations in Iran. Okay. Before you stop somebody from having nuclear weapons because they feel they need nuclear weapons to defend themselves against your nuclear weapons, you need to dismantle and not possess nuclear weapons. If you don't have nuclear weapons and they do, if you don't have nuclear weapons and they do, if they use a nuclear weapon, okay, you don't need a nuclear weapon to shoot down a nuclear weapon, right? If a nuclear weapon is coming at you and you hit it with a drone that's not a nuclear weapon and that nuclear weapon blows up over the place where they shot it, the nuclear weapon's going to affect the place where they shot it and not the place they were aiming for. Okay? So the possession of New York nuclear weapon no longer holds water, especially when you're dealing with artificial general intelligence and quantum computing, right? Okay, so why do you still have nuclear weapons? If you have nuclear weapons, you are the biggest threat to the environment and the species on the planet. You are the biggest criminal on the planet. You are the worst extorter, exploiter, and manipulator on the planet. If you are doing business with these people, you are in the hospital room where the man from Columbia University is sexually abusing women, and then the news channel is telling you, hey, you want to go listen to the people talk about it so you can share in the sin too? Then go be my guest. Sell your products. Be a billionaire. Be a content creator that makes millions holding projects, hold hostage. Okay? You guys really don't have a concept of who you're fucking with, do you? You don't even have a clue. And you had Krishnamurti, and you had Suzuki, and you had Selassie, and your head is still up your ass. It's even more firmly entrenched up your ass than it was in 2017. When I said, in one day, you could pull your head out of your ass, and in 8 months, I can get myself in good physical shape. And I did it. I ended up at the hospital with drug and alcohol poisoning. And if any of our military members get killed because they want to kill, do you understand what's happening on the news? Do you understand what you're saying and doing? Do you understand technology is finally becoming as intelligent as someone like myself and Judy Krishnamurti and Haile Selassie and Tadahiro Suzuki and Sun Yat-sen, not the ghost that we see on YouTube. Here's what Sun Yat-sen, shut up. Here's what Crazy Horse was about. You don't know Crazy Horse. You're nothing like Crazy Horse. You're nothing like Barboncito. You're nothing like Manuelito. They don't talk to you in prayer. Tishna doesn't talk to you. You're not talking to him. You're talking to yourself. You'll kill people for money. He won't. Gosh, damn, shut up. Why? Because Rockefeller has a phone in every fucking house and pocket. And I'm the living embodiment of the Lord's Prayer. And I have to feel and hear this shit. And that's a crime. To commit the sin in the mind is the same to commit it in the flesh. And I'm not a sinner. And I'm not Norman fucking Greenbaum. And there is no spirit in the sky. Okay? There are no human beings floating around in the sky watching us from a Bette Midler song. So shut the hell up. The people from the sky watching us are the assholes extorting and exploiting us. I don't know what we're going to do with the shit in the sky once we're living the Lord's Prayer. That's really irrelevant to me right now. All I'm concerned about is the mind fucking stopping so we can physically and mentally and emotionally recover from your egos. You horrid people. You're disgusting. And if you don't think you're disgusting because you don't want to live the Lord's Prayer, you're a sick person. And you cannot self-correct. And that's the truth. All of me. Why not take all of me? All right? You took the part that once was my heart, so why not take all of me, right? Your goodbye left me with eyes that cry in the wee small hours of the morning, right? Oh, man, I'm tired, y'all. I'll be your love till the end. Anybody else love that song? I have Cara Mia in my mind now, right? Cara Mia, why must we say goodbye each time we part? My heart wants to die. Sometimes it's hard to sing when you're recovering from chemical poisoning from the most jealous perverts in the history of the world. I hope you guys understand that. Don't compare or compete. I think I probably would have sang and still be singing a lot better if I hadn't been alcohol and drug poisoned by all your military heroes at the fucking Pentagon and all the other people that go, well, we ain't gonna do business with these assholes no more. They're using technology to kill people over money. Okay, so what are you gonna do? You gonna give all your money away and follow me? I don't think so. Okay, fuck you. Okay. Your goodbye left me. L is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see. V is very, very extraordinary. E is even more than anyone that I adore. And love is all that I can give to you. David Rockefeller sealed you in hell with your phone contract, with your Facebook contract, with your YouTube, your Twitter, and your TikTok contract. Okay? I don't think you understand the capacity of the Patriot Act. Okay. Setup guy. He told me that. The Patriot Act was in 2001, right? And shit. Okay. When Rockefeller started talking to me extensively in prayer, with Rockefeller adding a little bit in, a little spice, Oh, I like that song. Yeah, I don't have that one. I don't know if I'll put it on or not. Maybe when I'm putting on Pato and Roger, I'll put on a little Spice by Loose Ends. Got a few licenses signed up, right? He told me, they'll gladly kill over me and my grandpa's money and watch Junior Jesus die, Parsons, to the bitter end. And I was like, no, that's not true. Once they find out the truth, and the truth will save their children from genocide and becoming home invasion, child molesting rapists and perverts and all that, they'll stand up with me and go, hey, Lord's Prayer now. They will. This was back in about 2009 or 10, guys. Okay. It's my son's 35th birthday, 2026. Yeah. I would have loved to have spent 6 months he spent with her each minute, he spent with her each minute spent with her, but he was insanely jealous of glances she made. Right. Inside he was hurting from all of her flirting, but that was her nature and that was the way that she lived. I've missed Patrick so much, ever since the state of Arizona, through Democracy Now! And Fox News shenanigans, to try to get me angry at one or the other. When you play games with people's lives to try to manipulate them to keep playing games with people's lives, when that game gets shut down by your own devices and comes to an end, you can't go back and say, oh, I wanted to live the Lord's Prayer the whole time. I was an angel. I'm an angel. Right? You can't. Okay. Heaven and hell are what you do each and every moment. Okay? Dead people, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Okay? Let the dead bury the dead. Blaise Pascal. It's folly to worry about what happens after death if you're not living the truth of the Messiah while you're alive. Right? Don't worry about what happens to dead people. People die riding a motorcycle to go get espresso in the countryside of England. Right? Well, they're in a better place. God needed them there. They're in a better place. Life's eternal and grace is infinite. If there's a baby being born in 10 months that was like that idiot that got hit by a car driving to get an espresso because they had the money and the motorcycle to do it. Okay. Does that mean that baby, there'll be one child born in this world, is living in a better place than that person who gave up their life willy-nilly because their imagination got the best of them? Right? As for example, I go around. I don't want anybody. Okay, I miss Patrick, but Patrick's 35 now. He's not 9 anymore, right? I miss Natalie, but Natalie's easy. Natalie's 27, okay? She's not 13 anymore, okay? Do you understand? Okay. Kate, it will be 19 this May. Okay. She's not 5 anymore. Okay. So I know I'm dealing with the worst, selfish, disgusting, brain chemical addicted, blame the other brain chemical addict jerks in the history of the world. Okay. This is not lost on me. Rockefeller and Rothschild explained it to me extensively in Sierra Vista. I just thought, no, man, they'll change. It's just, okay. They'll step up, step up, prep up. You'll take drugs to fuck each other in the ass rather than live the Lord's Prayer. Right? Oh wow. And you want to go fucking next week, so you're going to claim you were sexually assaulted by a guy who's going to be incarcerated who didn't really sexually assault you, but he was an ass. You don't like him anyway because he wouldn't date you. Old Henry, here comes the sheriff, right? You don't think that kind of stuff happens? Every blessed, forsaken, faithful day? You don't think that's so easily engineered? Sadistic, selfish. You should have dated me, asshole. Now you're going to spend the next 20 years getting fucked in the ass. Better take your Descovy. Yeah. No, another, I aborted and got rid of the evidence. And yeah, we had sex, but you wouldn't date me. So what happened? He got an injury climbing and then was the sexiest man to ever assassinate a healthcare CEO. They're all assholes, right? I get it, Jesus, I get it. They're assholes. What? Okay. You had to yell at me and scream at me to get me to understand the way people were behaving and what they were doing and how they would completely ignore a living, beautiful, faithful, strong embodiment of the Lord's Prayer. Okay. And everybody would judge you because of the situation that the military and their scientists set up between little Miss Amy, who was a little girl born in 1980, okay, groomed by the Temple of Set Illuminati to try to bring down this Jesus myth once and for all. Okay. You'll find he's a man and he's just as big of a pervert as any man. I like having sex with my wife, okay? But I don't know what it's like because I've never had sex with my wife, because I've never had a holy covenant where I could privately have a holy covenant in privacy with sexuality with my wife. It's never happened, okay? I've been Charlton Heston in a cage being studied by damn dirty apes, okay? And that's the truth. Oh, Patriots Act. Yeah, that's how Patriots act. I get it. You'll go to war over the paper and the rocks with dead people's faces on it that own slaves, or blew people up with dynamite to get the gold out of the mountain. First there is a mountain, then there is no mountain, then there is, right? You have to understand just how intelligent the Messiah is. And if you don't believe in the Messiah and don't want to live the Lord's Prayer, you have to understand just how not intelligent you are. I don't care how much artificial intelligence you have to manipulate people with money through a virtual presence, through contracts signed that you say are legal, right? Oh, Juanita, where you love like Allah, kiss me once more. Okay, that's obviously a corruption of the word Allah through a corporation that calls themselves Muslims, right? All right. God's omniscient, omnipotent. Okay. A raping mass murderer could kiss you on the head after they raped you. God's omniscient and omnipotent. Okay. So then God is far greater than a human kiss, right? Right? Ordinary people lie to God. What makes you think they won't lie to you? That's not true, Lauryn Hill. You can't lie to God. Okay. Extraordinary people happen to be the Messiah. Ordinary people think you can lie to God and don't understand the meaning of the word. Right? And tell him I love him and it'll be all right. I don't believe you. I don't believe any of you when you say you love Jesus and you love me. You won't stand up for the Lord's Prayer for Jesus or for me or your own children. So I don't believe you understand the meaning of the word God or the meaning of the word love or faith or faithful. It is the evening of the day. I sit and watch as tears go by. And then when I don't cry, I'm this cold-hearted orb that rules the night and makes colors fade from our sight. But they decide which is right and which is an illusion. Well, I know what kind of unholy, selfish, egotistical, narcissistic bastards and their evil Stockholm Syndrome bitches I'm dealing with. I wasn't born yesterday. Life's eternal and grace is infinite. I'm the spirit of Father Adam. And if you don't believe that, George Strait will be happy to sell you his oceanfront property at Yuma Permagans, right? Where you love like heaven, right? You call it love, and you call it heaven, but you won't live the Lord's Prayer, and you won't share it with children, okay? And you guys will use children on propaganda TV shows, talking about dead people in their lives being in heaven, and how they talk to that person in heaven every day. And the person that's talking to them, okay, neither one is living heaven. Heaven is living the freedom of the Lord's Prayer, so we can sustain it with the faith of Psalms and the wisdom of Proverbs, right? It's just understanding the meaning of words and how to take those words and apply them in physics, so we don't have to be at Caltech trying to impress a hot blonde with projections of pencils and planet Earth, right? It's not very impressive when you sit and look at it. Just because you can manipulate matter, touch it with your hand, and it appears to be different matter. How impressive is that? And what purpose does it serve that sustains life for babies and the people that are the source of those babies through holy covenants, right? Wear your love like heaven, okay? Don't wear your love like heaven. Don't put on another outfit for $1 million a show ever again, all right? Take those rings off your fingers and bells off your toes, okay? I'm sure somebody will crawl to Baltimore for you. It ain't me, babe. It ain't me you're looking for, babe. Hell no, I ain't crawling to no, hell no. I ain't been to Baltimore. I've been just outside of Baltimore. I've been to Falls Church, Virginia, Georgetown University, all over Washington, D.C. That's as far northeast as I've ever been, was the District of Columbia. I don't think I ever got up into Maryland. I was in Virginia, D.C., and Virginia and then D.C. I don't think I got up into Maryland, y'all. I don't know if Anacostia, where's Anacostia at, y'all? Is Anacostia in Maryland? Or maybe I did. I went to Anacostia. I'll have to look up on the map and see where Anacostia at, man. Maybe Anacostia in Maryland. Maybe Brian did take me up through Maryland when we was up cruising around in the stanza. It's tangible. I don't know. I don't know where I'm at all times when we're driving and talking and goofing around and listening to, alone in the crowd on the bus after work, I'm daydreaming. Guy next to me's got his woman on his arms. My arms are empty. How does it feel when the woman that you love says, yeah, she loves you? It seems unfair when there's love everywhere, and yet there's none for you. Some guys have all the luck. Some guys have all the breaks. It's fun to sing. Me and Brian used to sing all the time. Don used to run downstairs and tell us, shut up, man, it sounds like he's singing Cats, because we'd be goofing around trying to sing Bobby DeBarge and shit. I met Bobby. We already know the story. He was so high. He couldn't understand the compliment I was paying him. And his entourage was just, man, you just wanted to kick him all in the dick. I'm pretty sure Janet Jackson gets it. Yeah, you're right. When a guy's, the money train, and he does drugs, and they all just go along to get the money and be part of the crowd, and they don't do anything to stop it. You just want to, they look at you like a dog in a feeding frenzy, and you just want to kick him right in the dick and take Bobby home and clean him up and say, don't ever let those assholes feed off you again. Oh, yeah. That happened with James, and James wasn't even the lead singer. Elle was. Dance with me, come on, dance with me, baby. Dance. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I wonder who's holding Donna now, and I wonder whose heart she's knocking around. There's nothing I wouldn't do to be holding Donna now, right? Stupid. Money's stupid. It really is. And evil will do it everything from their pathetic little ability to feel powerful to keep you stupid. And me, I had to fix the technology on a Samsung Galaxy 10 anonymously just north of San Ysidro, New Mexico. But me, man, life's eternal and grace is infinite, man. You know me. It's just not my DNA to stop, right? Love, love, love. Why'd you take so long to come to me? I am love, okay? I don't go looking for love, okay? I live love. I do it without fear. I understand the meaning of the word God. I understand the meaning of the word faith. And I understand the meaning of the word truth. There ain't no hiding place from the truth of creation. I'm just fixing the lyrics. Okay, guys, I love you, all right? Peace.